Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Be English podcast. I am your host, John Miller.
And hi, everyone. I am Emily Carter. We are so happy you are listening to us today.
Yes, we really are. Here at the Be English podcast, our goal is very simple. We want to help you learn English in a fun, simple, and encouraging way.
Exactly. You do not need to stress about having perfect grammar all the time. Just listen, practice, and enjoy the conversation. Learning a new language should be a fun journey, right?
It definitely should be. And if you want to support us on this journey, please hit that subscribe button right now. It really helps our channel grow, and it is completely free.
Thank you so much for doing that. Now, John, I am very excited about today's topic. Well, maybe I'm a little bit embarrassed too.
Oh, why's that, Emily? You do not need to be embarrassed with me.
Because today we're going to talk about a bad habit that we want to stop.
Bad habits. We all have them, do we not?
We really do. Nobody is perfect, and talking about our bad habits is the very first step to changing them.
That is a very true statement. So, are you ready to jump right in and share yours?
Let's do it.
So, Emily, you said you were a little embarrassed. What is this bad habit you want to stop?
Well, John, my worst habit right now is looking at my smartphone late at night. I just lie in my bed and look at funny videos for hours and hours.
I know that feeling. There is a specific word for that in English. We call it scrolling.
Yes, scrolling. I just move my finger up, up, up on the screen to see the next video. I always tell myself, just 5 more minutes. But then a whole hour passes by.
I think almost everyone listening right now can understand that. It is so common. Why do you think we do it?
Thoughtful pause. I think it's because the brain just wants to relax after a long day. When I finish working at my office in downtown Seattle, I feel very tired. The videos are funny and easy to watch, so they make me feel good in the moment.
That makes a lot of sense. The videos give you a quick feeling of happiness. But what is the problem with it? Why do you want to stop this habit?
Oh, there are so many problems. The biggest issue is that it completely ruins my sleep. The bright light from the phone tricks my brain. My brain thinks it's daytime, so I cannot fall asleep when I finally put the phone down.
Yes. The blue light from screens is very bad for our sleep schedule. So how do you feel the next morning when you wake up?
Terrible. I feel so groggy. Do you know that word?
Yes, groggy. It means you feel very tired, slow, and confused because you did not get enough sleep.
Exactly. I feel like a zombie. For example, last Tuesday, I was so groggy that I put my car keys in the refrigerator, and then I poured cold orange juice into my bowl of cereal instead of milk.
Orange juice in your cereal. Oh, Emily, that sounds terrible.
It tasted absolutely disgusting. It's funny now, but I was so frustrated that morning. I had to skip breakfast and buy a very expensive cup of coffee at a local cafe just to wake up.
Wow, so the bad habit of scrolling at night causes a bad morning the next day. It's a negative chain reaction.
Yes, it really is. What about you, John? Do you have this same habit?
I used to. When I lived in Chicago a few years ago, I did the exact same thing. I would watch videos of dogs doing funny tricks until 2 in the morning. Then I would wake up late, miss my morning walk in the park, and rush to catch the train. I was always stressed out.
Dog videos are very hard to stop watching. They're so cute. So how did you stop doing it? We need your advice.
Well, it was not easy. First, I had to understand my temptation. Temptation is a strong desire to do something even if you know it's a bad idea.
That's a great vocabulary word, temptation. So how did you fight this temptation?
I made a strict new rule for myself. The rule is no phones in the bedroom. I bought a cheap, simple alarm clock from a local store to wake me up. Now I plug my phone into the charger in the kitchen.
Oh, so your phone sleeps in the kitchen and you sleep in the bedroom.
Yes, exactly. There's a good English phrase for this: out of sight, out of mind. It means if you don't see something, you don't think about it. If the phone is not next to my bed, the temptation is gone. I can't reach out and grab it.
Ah, that's a really smart idea. But what do you do when you're in bed and you can't fall asleep right away? Do you just stare at the ceiling?
No, I read a physical book, a real book made of paper, not an electronic one. Reading a paper book relaxes my eyes and my mind. Usually, after reading just 10 pages, I'm fast asleep.
Wow, I really love that idea. Let's do a little practice. Imagine I'm talking to my phone tonight.
Okay, let's hear it.
All right. Ahem. Dear phone, you are very nice and your videos are very funny, but it's 10 o'clock now. You need to sleep in the kitchen. Good night, phone.
Perfect. If you do that every single night, Emily, you'll break your bad habit in no time.
I really hope so. It takes time to build a new habit, right? They say it takes about 21 days.
Yes, about 3 weeks of daily practice. You have to be patient with yourself. If you make a mistake one night and look at your phone, don't give up. Just forgive yourself and try again the next night.
That's very encouraging, John. Thank you. I'm going to buy a paper book today on my way home from the studio. Maybe a mystery novel.
A mystery novel sounds wonderful. Just don't stay up all night reading the book.
Oh no, that would be a brand new bad habit.
Well, we've had a really great conversation today about breaking bad habits. Let's do a quick review of what we talked about for our listeners.
Yes. First, we talked about identifying the bad habit. For me, it's scrolling on my phone late at night.
Then we looked at the negative effects, like feeling groggy the next morning. Remember, everyone, groggy means feeling very slow, tired, and confused.
And finally, we talked about a practical solution, removing the temptation by keeping the phone in another room and reading a paper book instead. Also, we learned the word temptation, which is a strong desire to do something you probably shouldn't do.
Spot on, Emily. We also used the word scrolling, which simply means moving your finger up or down on a screen to see more content.
I feel so much better after talking about this. I already feel ready to change my routine. I hope our listeners found it helpful too.
I'm sure they did. To everyone listening, we want to hear from you. What is a bad habit you want to stop? Please leave a comment down below.
Yes, please share your stories with us. And don't forget to subscribe to the Be English podcast and share this episode with your friends who are also learning English.
Thank you so much for spending your time with us today. Remember to be patient with yourselves as you learn English and as you try to break your bad habits.
Have a wonderful and productive day, everyone. We'll see you in the next episode.
Goodbye, everyone. Take care of yourselves.